Everyone loves a refreshing beverage, and we all expect our favorite drink to be inexpensive and easily available. But there's a problem. Pollution caused by packaging, especially plastics, is causing environmental challenges across the planet. That's why the Coca-Cola company has committed itself to creating a world without waste.
So the world without waste is a very big vision. It is a global vision, and in South Africa, we are bringing it to life through very practical partnerships and projects and programs. So we're partnering with society, municipalities. We work with NGOs as well as small enterprises such as buyback centers and consumers and customers to make sure that the waste that we produce in the manufacturing process gets recycled and brought back to the business.
I think it's important to recognize that on a global scale, we have a waste management problem. And plastic pollution is one of the most visible symptoms of this waste management challenge that we have. The reality is that plastic packaging has a lot of advantages, many of them in terms of sustainability. So for example, plastic packaging is often the lowest carbon footprint solution to storing and maintaining and protecting a product. As Coca-Cola, our commitment to addressing the waste problem begins with a belief in a principle called extended producer responsibility, or EPR. And what EPR says is that the producer, the company or the entity that places packaging in the market, is responsible for what happens to that packaging after it's used. Our vision for waste management is encapsulated in what we call our World Without Waste program. And the way I like to explain it is that World Without Waste is really set up on 3 pillars. Our first pillar is better product design. Our second pillar is our commitment to collection. And our vision here is to collect a bottle or can for everyone that we place in the market. Our final pillar is about increasing recycled content. And for me, this is about completing the circle, because inclusion of recycled content brings together the better product design that we started with, and then that is enabled through the collection that we support.
The first step in sustainability starts with smart design and packaging.
We're always looking to sort of support our current recycling initiatives better, but it is very important to redesign our packaging continuously to make sure that it's actually more sustainable from the start. For example, one of the things that we're trying to do is to use more recycled content in all of our products. That in turn creates a much better marketplace for the current collectors and buyback centers. We're also continuously looking at decreasing the amount of plastic in our existing products, a process that we refer to as lightweighting. In addition to that, we are also looking to increase and introduce some plant-based resins into our products. The end goal here is to set a new global standard for sustainability that will make a positive contribution to the global environment.
So if you look at the waste that we collect, we try to collect 100% of the waste, and that's the target. And when I say waste, it's the used containers, the used packages from the beverages that people consume. So we refer to them as waste. Our target is to collect 100%.
To reach this goal, we have partnered with various organizations. Some are large industry coalitions like PETCO that have grown the collection and recycling of PET bottles in SA from about 5 to 7,000 tons in 2005 to 90,000 tons in 2021, to buyback centers and NGOs.
Our partnerships in the waste space vary from all across the value chain, starting off at the bottom, really, with the informal waste pickers. We work with our partner, the ARO, African Reclaimers Organization. We work with Unilever in a program that we do together with ARO, the Separation at Source program that is implemented in the Joburg suburbs.
ARO is an organized group of reclaimers who saw it very important to organize themselves so they can be able to change stigma and actually show value of the work that we're doing. Having direct engagements with CCBSA helps us to be able to change the stigma of reclaimers around communities. We are currently in an area where in Brixton, Auckland Park, reclaimers and residents are collectively working together with CCBSA to help reduce the amount of plastic that is coming out of Brixton, Auckland Park.
Some of our other partners are buyback centers and service providers across the country, like Matongoni Recycling.
We've got a buyback center in Seshego in Limpopo. The buyback center collects and buys material throughout the Limpopo province. We are in the Seshego community as a central hub for us to get the raw material that will then feed into a production site and also feed into other sites that produce the recycled products. CCBSA has made a very significant impact financially for us to start up this buyback center. It has since helped us to grow in the waste management space to a point where we started competing to be able to service them as a service provider to CCBSA. We are currently on our second year as a CCBSA waste management supplier, and so it has really opened up a lot of opportunities for growth for us. Our main customer at the buyback centers is the community. We've got waste pickers that we associate ourselves with. At our buyback center, we allow them to come directly and sell us the raw materials. We have empowered more than 300 reclaimers within the Seshego community.
When I came here, I was a reclaimer. I was a waste picker. From there, I was promoted. Yeah, but I've seen it is helping a lot of people, the community. Not just the trash, you can make a living out of it and you can save our wealth.
We have people in the communities who are going just around in the bushes, in the homestays, in schools. They collect the waste. They come and they bring it to our buyback center. Then we scale them and then we give them money, we pay them. Waste is a very precious commodity.
So over and above the World Without Waste vision, we have a very broad ambition to make sure that our impact on the environment is very, very minimal. So for every bottle that we sell, we want to make sure that it's recycled and it doesn't end up in landfill or the oceans or where it should not go. And we're very aware that we cannot do this alone. We need the partners from government, from society, from NGOs, even consumers themselves. Consumers need to be aware that every time they consume a product, they must throw it in the appropriate bin so that it's collected and recycled properly.
By working together with government regulators, industry bodies, shareholders, business, local communities and consumers, Coca-Cola Beverages South Africa is tackling the plastic problem head-on. That means a cleaner environment, more sustainable production and socio-economic upliftment across the board. People matter. Our planet matters. We do business the right way, in line with our values and partnering for solutions that not only benefit our company, but society at large. For more information on Coca-Cola's waste management journey, please visit ccbsaco.com.